Hey everybody, this is Kate Zeckley, and I'm here with Erika R. Moore, who is an actress, a dancer, and an entrepreneur, and the guest artist at our next salon coming up on October 18th, which is a Sunday, from 3 to 4:30 p.m. Hi, Erika.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing well. I'm enjoying this rainy day. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. Loving the rainy day view from my window.
Yeah. It makes the stay at home stuff a little bit more cozy, right? I always have like watch a Disney movie.
Yeah, definitely on the to-do list.
So tell me a little bit about just you in general, who you are, and then how that lends itself to the work that you do.
Oh, great. Well, my name is Erika Moore, originally from Los Angeles, stayed in Arizona for a couple of years where I went to Arizona State University, worked at ASU Gamage as well as ASU Herberger Institute for Design and the Arts, and that brought me to New York, where I currently work at New York University at Tisch School of the Arts. That's my daytime career. I've been dancing since the tender age of 6. I trained at Debbie Allen Dance Academy. I worked with a number of different touring companies, internationally, nationally, and my experience in all of those realms, having a niche in business and leadership. I have an undergraduate degree in nonprofit leadership and management, kind of put me in the role of arts administrator, although I don't really like the administrator part of the arts. I like the entrepreneur part because administration to me is like one way and entrepreneurship is like all of these different
Yeah,
ways.
yeah.
So that's where I am today. If I tell more of my story, it will take hours, but um, it makes sense that I am now branching out. I'm doing more one-on-one coaching around arts, entrepreneurship, leadership, and money mindset. Because a lot of artists, man, we lack the knowledge and we need it, especially
Well,
now.
yeah, it's either we have no money and are living off breadcrumbs, or if we got money, it's like, let's do something more and spend the money on doing another art project. Yeah, I know. And I love the idea and the practice, as I'm sure it is, of seeing business through a creative lens,
Yeah.
because I mean, with the connotation of business, you think of like, I'm sitting at a desk behind a computer I mean, we're doing that now anyway, I guess,
Yeah, right.
but just the monotony of it, and when actually seeing it as like a real creative
Mhm.
endeavor where you can kind of, because as an artist you have to pull from all different sorts of knowledge bases and skill
Yeah,
sets, so to combine them into something and see it as like another project, another expression of
yeah,
your selfhood is very interesting to me.
yeah. And then those same things we can use with our mindset around money and finances. It's kind of like we ignore it. We know that we need it. We know that it exists. We know that if we apply for a grant or a residency, that we might get a stipend or some money to help us with those creative endeavors, but we don't really think about the function of it. How it actually is used to run a capitalistic society, which a lot of artists have an aversion to. And those thoughts create things, or they create the way in which we relate to certain things, and that's how we spend our money and how we think about it. So yes, the creativity of entrepreneurship and business and administration and the projects that we create all have something in common with
Mhm.
money. Yeah.
Dun dun dun. That's great. So I'm curious at the salon, like I'm sure there'll be artists in attendance, but also people who are not. What is the lens through which you're viewing this relationship to money and creativity in the realm of this salon that we're about to do?
It will be holistic. I think that's a term that a lot of people can understand and relate to. One of my mentors, a person who I look up to, and a person who I am now a certified facilitator with, is Liz Lerman's critical response process. And what I've been able to observe from her from the years in which I've been connected to her and John Borstow and other people a part of her company is her approach to working with non-artists. And it really isn't any different than her approach to working with dancers. Yes, sometimes there are different terms and language usage that needs to be explained for one to be able to understand what's being communicated, but she uses the same approach, and her approach comes from being curious. Her approach comes from deep listening, and just the philosophy of how she was raised. So I look at that and I look at who I am. And, I shared a little bit of my story from LA to New York. And, there's a family dynamic that also exists in that. And I take all of that. I'm like, okay, well, if this is me, how can I bring me as a facilitator into this space for other people to bring themselves into the space as well, to learn and engage in a creative experience that has a tangible outcome. And tangibility, it may be like physically tangible, like something that may manifest later on in a couple of months, or it may not be something that's like physically tangible, but there will definitely be that type of outcome because of the experience that's created and inviting the people to enter into the space. I hope that answered your question.
Totally. And I know at salons, we really try to have people embody and be empowered by their own personal stories, and then how to take that and, like you said, put it into a society, put it into even if it's a little micro society in the scope of the salon, to where people feel like they can bring themselves, but also learn how to deal with a group, because if you are going to deal with money, you have to deal with the collective, you have to deal with society. So I think that's a really good balance to what people sometimes see as like two separate things.
Yeah,
that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to let us know before we catch you again on Sunday?
No, just come with open eyes, ears, hearts, spirits to be able to engage and have some deep and meaningful conversations. Just come prepared to do that, because I will be asking questions. And, for the artists who are there, that's something that we're used to be able to create the things that we create. For the non-artists who won't be there, just enjoy the time, and it'll be good. It'll be fun, and you'll leave with something.
Thank you, Erika. I'll see you Sunday.
All righty. See you Sunday.